So, yeah, this one starts with Meghan Markle, right? She's relaunching her As Ever cookie and wellness brand, trying to act all relatable, like she's not sitting on a Montecito throne made of spare Oprah interviews. We cut to her standing in a candlelit kitchen, looking like Martha Stewart if Martha forgot how joy works. Sprinkles start falling from the ceiling. Not real ones, just digital sparkles. And she deadpans, is it confetti or flower sprinkles? Dude, that was supposed to be the cute part. Instead, it looked like her Wi-Fi was buffering mid-sentence. So Meghan drops her new As Ever stuff. Overpriced tea blends, flower sprinkles, some sort of ambient spiritual jam, and whatever's left of her media strategy. She claims everything sold out instantly, but, plot twist, you could still buy it for hours, because nothing screams elite luxury like a cookie mix that ghosted your cart. Meanwhile, at school, Kyle was poking a bag of As Ever tea like it was radioactive. He looked up and was like, dude, is this like influencer crypto, but with carbs? And then Cartman came crashing in wearing a headset, a blazer, and a sash that read Duchess of D2C. He yells, Step 1, fake scarcity. Step 2, real sprinkles. Step 3, gaslight the customer into gratitude. I swear, somehow Cartman became her brand strategist, which, honestly, explains everything. Over in his room, Butters was trying to check out with some calming lavender scone mix. His screen just flashed, sold out maybe. He freaked out, or hamburgers. I just wanted peace pastries. Then the screen hit him with a pop-up ad, As Ever Rosé, sip, sip, hooray. And Butters cried, I'm not even old enough for rosé. So yeah, the brand was back, and so was the chaos. And the worst part? It hadn't even started crumbling yet. At Town Hall, which had somehow turned into Influencer Awareness Week, they were playing her launch video on loop next to a cardboard cutout of her smiling like she'd just invented air. The vibe? Not girl boss, more like emergency bake sale in a yoga cult. She's in soft lighting, wearing a sweatshirt that says Mindful AF, and she says flatly, we're almost sold out of flower sprinkles. Yeah, that's not launch energy. That's I just Googled how to fake excitement energy. Meanwhile, Cartman, in his brand war room, his mum's basement, was screaming at Kenny and drawing up some evil plan he called Operation Sprinkle Panic. He smacked a big red button and instantly, Kyle's phone pinged. Sprinkle mix is 92% gone. Also, breathe deeply. Kyle goes, dude, is this app gaslighting me? Spoiler, yes. Cartman coded a fake wellness app that was basically just a countdown timer and a shopping cart. Then Wendy brought Meghan onto her podcast. The whole studio was covered in pastel crystals and a sign that said Feminine Hustle. She asked Meghan what she loved most about being a founder, and Meghan just goes on this weird monologue. I write newsletters, align emotional cadence, and schedule the vibes. Even Wendy blinked like, are you just describing a Tuesday? Meanwhile, Butters was back on the website. The countdown said 4 minutes left. He clicked refresh. Still 4 minutes left. He yelled, hey, the countdown's lying. Turns out, so was the scarcity. At the brand transparency fair, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman were manning a booth with a banner that read, As Ever, luxury lies for less. Kyle was like, if it's sold out, show us receipts. Cartman laughed and said, receipts are for peasants, Kyle. This is luxury scarcity. Kenny mumbled something like, fake launch, which, fair. And that whole time, the products, still in stock. Meghan even posted at 8:42 a.m. We're almost sold out, especially the flower sprinkles. Except, they weren't. Instead of buzz, she created memes. And not good ones. One TikTok was like, girl, it's not sprinkles, it's delusion. Another said, she's buffering y'all. And then came the wine. Because of course it did. She launched As Ever Napa Valley Rosé and timed it to drop on Princess Diana's birthday. I mean, that wasn't a product drop. That was a spiritual landmine. Cut to the Shark Tank, Sussex edition inside the school. Mr. Garrison's running it, obviously. Meghan walks in holding her wine bottle like Simba. Mr. Garrison's like, alrighty then, next up we got a duchess selling trauma juice. She pitches to a panel. Oprah, Satan, Mr. Hanky, and my dad, dressed like Judge Judy. She says, it's a celebration of hope, intention, and small batch fermentation. Oprah asks, what grapes? Meghan blinks. Pink? Mr. Hanky asks if she and Harry had a story behind the wine. She says, we meditated once in a Whole Foods parking lot. Satan bit the cork off, and Randy chimes in, this has no tannins. This is trauma juice. Meanwhile, Cartman's spinning in his chair with a glass of high C. He yells, step aside, Gwyneth, there's a new Duchess of Delulu. His new chart, tea, sprinkles, wine, rebrand. Kyle saw the teaser and groaned, dude, she just reused her tea captions on the wine. Kenny added, sip, sip, stupid. And sure enough, Meghan posted another video, clearly blinking out of sync with reality, saying, this new chapter features wine, gratitude, and seasonal authenticity. Dude, her soul had left the chat. Back at the lunch table, Kyle was watching TikToks of people reacting to the Rosé. He said, she Frankensteined an influencer out of Pinterest boards and ring lights. Butters was still confused. I thought she liked tea and cookies. Now it's trauma juice with no cork. Cartman slurped wine from a Lunchables pouch labeled Duchess Drank and said, it's healing, with notes of manipulation. That's when it hit me. She wasn't trying to sell tea or cookies or even wine. She was trying to sell herself. So yeah, Meghan faked 2 sellouts, panicked over sprinkles, and then launched wine like it was a personality. The real question, nobody knows what as ever even is. She's wandering vineyards, whispering replenishment to napkins, and calling it a lifestyle. There's no cooking, no story, no point, just vibes, and even those are low effort. At lunch, Cartman was sipping rosé from a Capri Sun labeled Suck Gently. Kyle asked, does she even cook? Cartman goes, she curates intention. Butters still hadn't gotten his scones. Kenny just mumbled, sellout sprinkles. Then Cartman filmed a fake ad wearing a tiara. Hey besties, new healing journals, scented like insecurity. And honestly, that might be the most honest thing this brand has ever produced. Fade to black, text on screen. As ever, curating chaos since Tuesday. If that made you laugh, cringe, or question reality, hit like, drop your favorite "what even is this, May" moment in the comments, and subscribe before Cartman actually launches that candle line, because in the world of fake luxury and sprinkle lies, the real product is always the drama.